Welcome, boys and girls, to Wednesday. I ain't fooling. It's Wednesday. It's April Fool's, April 1st, and today in Mr. Amico's studio with Doodles with Mr. Amico, it's Warhol Wednesday. You heard it here first. We are drawing, we are learning about Andy Warhol. I can't wait. It's so exciting. What? And that's why I'm wearing this iconic t-shirt. These are the New York Giants. Yes, it's all about pop culture today. So, real name, Andy Del Rosso. I'm sorry. I meant real name, Andrew Warhol. He dropped the A, became Andy Warhol. He was famous for popular art, making realistic drawings of popular everyday items like Campbell soup cans, Coca-Cola, money, and of course, celebrities like that famous Marilyn Monroe. And if today was all about pop art and pop culture, it would be Progresso chicken noodle soup, Paul Newman's salsa. We got some Ronzoni. We got some Ritz crackers. What's more iconic than Spider-Man, Batman, and my favorite, what's more iconic than Elsa? All right, so pop art was an iconic reflection of American life. So what did Warhol do? He just made fun of the fact that we loved so much material items. I love my car. I love my other car. I love my third car. But it was really saying, hey, I love my family. I love people. And he had a beautiful quote. And that quote was, I think everybody should be nice to everybody. So it was material items, just like the Campbell soup can, just like the mass production of all that stuff that Mr. Andy Warhol was trying to make a point. All right. What? It's a little chilly. So, it's a little chilly in the studio. And I found my black hoodie. Yeah, Mr. Goldblatt. It's a beautiful day in the studio. A beautiful day to make a doodle. Could you doodle? Would you doodle? Won't you doodle with me and Andy Warhol? And today we are gonna make his iconic, Campbell's soup cans, but we're gonna put a little switch on it, a little, we're gonna make it a little different. We're gonna say, hey, put your words. What's iconic in your life? What's popular in your life? And let's put those words. I put art, soup, love, and fun. All right, so boys and girls, are we ready to rock and roll? Are we ready to get into the mind of Andy Warhol, one of the greatest pop artists of our century? I can't wait. All right, boys and girls, and welcome to Doodles with Mr. Amico on Warhol Wednesday. So, Campbell's soup cans. And just to show you his artwork, check this out. That's his silkscreen of Marilyn Monroe. And I am going to explain that to you in a second, but let's get to drawing. So right now, the first thing that you want to do is take your paper and fold it in half. Just fold it in half like that, okay? And let me show you again. Just take it corner to corner, corner to corner. Take your time. It's okay. I didn't learn how to fold until I was in college. Actually, me and Ms. Driggers, we went to watercolor college, and then we took a minor in folding paper, okay? So that's it. You just folded your paper, okay? So now we have a nice little fold in the middle. It creates equal sides, okay? A little symmetrical balance. Google it. Symmetrical balance. All right, parents, you got some homework. They're like, more homework. So here we go. So simply, I'm gonna draw a straight line like this. And this is gonna tell me how wide my soup can is, okay? How wide is my soup can? How wide is your soup can, okay? And then, as best as you can, we're gonna go into the realm now of curved lines. And I'm just gonna make a little curve like this. And that's gonna become an oval. An oval is just a really smushed, a really smushed circle. All right, so I made a smushy smush. Can you all say smushy smush, 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 smush? All right, and I'm gonna make a curve on the bottom. A curve on the bottom. Okay, and that looks like a can to me. And again, what do I say? Just like The Rock, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Have fun. Have fun. And then I'm gonna draw this little curve on the bottom. This little curve on the bottom. And that's gonna be the bottom lip. Just the bottom lip to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna hold, it's gonna hold up my can. My can's not gonna popple over. And then we're gonna draw a circle in the middle. And that's the circle in the middle. And a little curved line to divide our can. So we are gonna divide our can. Look at that! In the soup can, the first one is almost done, and just a little circle on top, and a little circle around that circle, just to show the top of the can. Wow! Look at that, boys and girls. Your first official Andy Warhol soup can. I'm so excited. Boop, 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 boop. Another music reference, Pointer Sisters. I love the Pointer Sisters. Okay, and now our second can. So you have your, you can even, if you want, you could trace over your dividing line. Look at that. Awesome. Okay, and I'm gonna do another line. Same thing you did before. I'm gonna make 2 lines just to say, hey, how wide is my soup can going to be? And then I am gonna do that really cool oval. Curve, 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 curve. You know what? At this point, I don't even care if it's a square. Like, it doesn't matter. It's your life, it's your world, it's your mind, it's your soul, it's your heart. And I always say, draw whatever your heart desires. Go on your own path. Make it yours. Say, hey, Mr. Amico, you know what? My soup cans are gonna be squares. They're gonna be rectangles. You know what? Go for it. Commit to it. I love it. I love it. I will never, ever say that something looked good or bad, because good and bad do not exist in the art room. They don't exist in the art world unless you back it up. Because if you just say, wow, those soup cans are really good, it just leaves you a little empty inside saying, wow, I'm happy for a second, but what did good really mean? Like, what was good? So if you don't explain it, it doesn't mean anything. And I always say, when someone says, Mr. Amico, is this good? I love saying, pizza's good. And they have this like weird, crazy look on their face. They're like, huh? I'm like, use another word. Like specifically, tell me what's good. Is this great? Pizza's great. And we just go on and on and on and on until they realize specifically what is so good, what is so great, what is so bad that you think about your artwork. So art can never be good or bad. It's just the experience that lasts forever. And on my first one, I'm gonna write art. And if we have Mr. Ennis out there, which Mr. Ennis and Lizzie are definitely drawing with us today, Mr. Ennis, you can, or anybody, any artist out there can write it like this, or they can write it in bubble letters. So you could write it regular like this, or you could write it in bubble letters. I'm gonna write it like this, so everyone can enjoy the opportunity. Okay. Whoa. Art, soup, love, fun. And I'm gonna divide it here. 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 In your ear. What? I can't hear you. Exactly. So our drawing is complete. And with Andy Warhol, it's all about the mass production. It's all about making multiple drawings and making them fast. And I'm going to explain that to you when we start our drawing. I can't wait to draw. I mean color. Now it's time to color. And I need a roll call. Red, here. Green, here. Orange, here. Blue, here. Yellow, here. Brown, here. Purple, here. And black, here. All right. Pika, 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 pika. So Pikachu would definitely be an iconic popular drawing or painting that Andy Warhol would do today. Most definitely it would be a Pikachu or definitely anything that's popular. So think about it. What is popular right now that you love to do? And maybe after this drawing, you could draw that. You could draw maybe a Nintendo Switch is popular. Maybe a ballet slipper is popular to you. Maybe whatever music device you use is popular to you. So let's think about that. Think of terms of, hey, let me start drawing regular, everyday items in my house. That could be really cool. All right, so now as we get to coloring, I'm gonna choose that I'm gonna make this one the original color. So I'm gonna take my red, and again, I'm gonna go in one direction, up and down. One direction, and then when you get, One Direction. Wasn't that a group, One Direction? Oh, I can't even remember who was in it. One Direction. They were popular. One Direction was definitely would be pop icons. One Direction. They were pop icons. I wish I could remember. In middle school, the kids were going crazy. Not my middle school, when I was teaching in middle school. So, as I am going in one direction, I think Howie was one of them, maybe. As I'm going in one direction, I am coloring. Again, negative space, take away all the white. Look how beautiful that looks. It's coming along, the iconicness. And then I might just get some yellow, and I say, hey, you know what? The middle is yellow. All right. So, as I'm coloring, Andy Warhol moved to New York City. I'm going to do a little light black just for the top of the can. Really soft. And the bottom of the can, I'm going to do black. So Andy Warhol moved to New York City in the 1950s, where he discovered silk screening. And I am just gonna I love doing this. Tell me if you love this too. Like when you write words and then like you fill in the letters. So the O and the P in soup become colored in. Okay. So now that soup can is done. That's how quick and fast this becomes. And that's where Andy Warhol's whole thing was. So he discovered silk screening. He was able to mass produce, meaning he was able to make a whole lot of drawings. Hundreds and hundreds of paintings and drawings really, really fast. All right? And that is called mass producing. All right? Making a lot. He was more worried. This is what he loved. He loved the idea of quantity. He wanted everybody to enjoy his art. He didn't want his art just for the rich and famous people. He wanted everybody. He wanted every single person in the world. That's why he mass-produced his art. And people are like, well, you know, quality is better than quantity. But his idea was that he wanted quantity. He wanted everyone to enjoy his artwork. And that's why he made hundreds and hundreds of silk screens and paintings and drawings. So the mass production not only spread his art, it became his art. That was his signature. Again, quantity over quality. He wanted everyone to enjoy his artwork. And again, he was all about being famous. He loved being famous, but the crazy thing was that he was super, super shy. He was super shy, but he loved the spotlight, which was kind of ironic for the iconic Andy Warhol. So I put blue, I put orange. These are the Met colors. The Mets are iconic. That's popular culture. And I am going to put yellow and purple, because yellow and purple are the iconic colors of LeBron James and his new, I was going to say New York Knicks. I wish he went to the Knicks. And LeBron James and his Los Angeles Lakers. So that's how cool this becomes. You can really play with colors. And all of Andy Warhol's silk screens were bold, bright, bold colors. Okay, so the Minnesota Vikings are purple. All right, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Coloring up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'm coloring with a heavy pressure, heavy pressure. Oh, Andy Warhol would be so proud. And now think about the next one. What colors do you want to draw on the next one? What colors do you want to color on the next ones? And I'm going to say, you know what? I want the bottom of my can to be green. So I'm going to go up and down, 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 up and down. So Trolls 2. Trolls 2, the world tour is coming out on April 10th on demand. So that's iconic, and I cannot wait to watch that with Lily and Lucy. That's going to be super fun. What else is iconic? The New York Rangers are iconic, and hockey. And if I'm talking about hockey, that's a segue to Miss Winter. Her son is Vaughn. Her son Vaughn is a phenomenal, fantastic hockey player. So, hockey, any kind of hockey, any kind of symbols from hockey are iconic. And I'm going to do orange on top. Again, any colors that you want, any colors that your heart desires. Look at this. Just coloring, have fun. Put a little pressure, make it bold, make it bright, you know? He always said, like, hey, the stars are shining, the camera flashes are flashing. Make it bold, make it bright. That was Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol also, he had a quote, but really wasn't his quote. People are saying that it was just a part of his culture. He said, in the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. And that's what some people think they want fame. But the beauty is that we're all famous in our own minds. We don't need other people to tell us that we're famous. I did yellow, but then I'm just going to show you that, hey, if you want to put a little bit of light red on top, again, like we did in yesterday's drawing, that could be a really cool effect too. You know, you can always color on top and you'll see both colors. So, my soup can is going to be yellow, meaning the bottom rim is going to be yellow. Then the top is going to be yellow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. And it's so funny how I have Elsa here because there's a student in my class who loves Elsa, who looks like Elsa. And she's in 2nd grade. Her name is Emma C, and she had her little crew. It was Emma C, Sophia, Elle, and Jordan, and they're all drawing with their families, and they're all having fun. And it's so cool how she would try to steal my Elsa Pop every day we had class. And one day, I let her actually hold it on her table, which was pretty cool. And I was nervous, but she returned it, and everything was amazing after that. All right, so now I'm using black. All right, I'm gonna do a checker. This one is gonna be a checkerboard, okay? And again, This is how I'm feeling, and art is about your feelings, your imagination, and ding, 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 ding. You guessed it, a growth mindset. All right, a growth mindset is super, super important to have because Mr. Amico is always positive, no matter what the situation, no matter what is happening. I stay super duper positive. And these art videos, I gotta tell you the truth, these art videos have been fantastic for me because of these videos, I get to remember the days of the week. Yeah, so today is Wednesday because it's Warhol Wednesday. I imagine if I didn't have these videos, it would be hard for me to remember the days of the week. All right, check this out. Oh, I love it. I think I'm just gonna keep it. Or, okay. You know what? I'm gonna do a really light red. I'll do a really light red. Just to play off the fact of a checkerboard. Oh, I love this drawing. I love Andy Warhol. I love everybody and everything. Okay? Again, look in the mirror. Say to yourself, I am the best artist. I am the best artist. Nobody could tell me that I'm not. Because, why did you draw it like that? Because that, oh, she fell. Elsa. The fifth element. It's because it's what's in your mind. No one can tell you if it's good or bad because it's what's in your mind. And boys and girls, just like that, we have completed the most super iconic Andy Warhol soup cans. And please write what you want. Write your words. Write what is iconic in your world. And if you want to do a little extra right now, a little extra, Mr. Amico will just get a little bit of black and he will lightly do this to make it look like it's a shadow, okay? But really light, all right? You can do it really light. Again, to all my boys and girls out there that are drawing, everybody else that's out there and he's drawing, especially my buddy Anthony McGrin and his daughter Kylie. They are super fans, and I am super fans of them too. So we have everybody drawing nowadays. We have everybody drawing. So if you want, make a little shadow there. Okay, so boys and girls, from Elsa to Spider-Man to Batman to my beloved Bob Ross, I would like to say bye-bye and thank you for painting. I mean drawing. I mean doodle. All right, boys and girls, episode 9 is in the books. Thank you so much for celebrating April Fool's Day and Warhol Wednesday with Mr. Amico, with Mr. Amico Studio, in Mr. Amico Studio, on Mr. Amico Studio's floor. Okay, I'm being silly now. Doodles with Mr. Amico. Thank you, and remember, hug your parents, love your parents, appreciate your parents. Thank you. Until tomorrow. Bye. Oh! The doodle of the day, the drawing of the day. My iconic drawing that Lily and Lucy did all the scribbles. And then I just drew Winnie the Pooh, Genie, and Daniel Tiger on top. Have a beautiful Wednesday. Bye.